सुख निधान प्रीतम प्रभ मेरे, अगंत गुण ठाकुर प्रभ तेरे। हुक्मनामा श्री गुरु ग्रंथ साहिब, पेज 801-802, अंग 801, 802, बिलावल महला पंजवा। सुख निधान प्रीतम प्रभ मेरे, अगंत गुण ठाकुर प्रभ तेरे। मोहे अनाथ तुमरी सरनाई, कर कृपा हर चरण थे आई। बिलावल महला फिफ्थ। This Shabad is a beautiful example of Guruji's utmost humility, love and affection for God and His name. It is a very cogent and convincing argument for people like us to do the same thing. It lists some of the blessings to be obtained by meditating on God's name, and at the same time it tells us what happens if we don't do that. Addressing God in a very humble yet loving way, Guruji says, "O my loving God, the treasure of comforts, unaccountable are your merits. O Master, I, an orphan, have come to your shelter. Please show your mercy so that I may meditate on your lotus feet, that is your immaculate name." Para 1. दया करो बसो मन आए, मोहे निर्गुण लीजा लड़ लाए रहाओ. Showing us yet another humble way of approaching God, Guruji says, "O God, please show mercy and come to reside in my mind, and attach me, the meritless one, with your gown, that is your name." 1- pause. प्रभ चित आवे ता कैसी पीड़, हर सेवक नाही जम पीड़. सर्व दुख हर सिमरत नसै, जाके संग सदा प्रभ बसै. Listing some of the blessings we obtain when we remember God, Guruji says, "O my friends, how could one experience any trouble if one remembers God in one's mind? Because what to speak of other pains, even the demon of death cannot inflict any pain on the servants or devotees of God. In short, with whom God always abides, by meditating on God, all that person's troubles hasten away." Para 2. प्रभ का नाम मन तन आधार, बिसरत नाम होवत तन छार. प्रभ चित आए पूर्ण सब काज, हर बिसरत सब का मोहताज. Continuing to describe the merits of meditating on God's name, and also telling us about the consequences of forgetting God, Guruji says, "O my friends, God's name is the support of body and mind of a person. Therefore, upon forsaking the name, the body becomes so weak from inside as if it has been reduced to ashes. When God comes to one's mind, all one's tasks are accomplished. However, by forsaking God, one becomes dependent on all and everybody." Para 3. चरण कमल संग लागी प्रीत, बिसर गई सब दुर्मत रीत. मन तन यंत्र हर हर मंत, नानक भगतन कह कर सदा आनंद. Guruji concludes this Shabad by describing the state of mind and blessings received by the one whose mind gets attuned to God's name. He says, "O my friends, the person who is attuned to the love of the lotus feet, the immaculate name of God, that person's evil way of life is all forsaken. In such a person's body and mind is always the mantra of God's name. And O Nanak, there is always a state of bliss in the hearts of God's devotees." Para 4-3. The message of this Shabad is that we should always ask God in utter humility to take us into His shelter and make us meditate on His name. Because when we remember God's name, all our tasks are accomplished without any difficulty, and our body and mind remain in a state of peace and bliss. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh. SGGS page 801-802. Thank you.